चालू चेक 1 2 2 hey okay test 1
हाँ हाँ हो गया सब। अरे एटलीस्ट बलून्स तो फुला दे यार।
एक काम कर, तू ये ट्राई कर। ये झटका याद रहेगा। The new 2M भूत चिप्स, ये झटका याद रहेगा.
He's my
हाँ हाँ हो गया सब. अरे एटलीस्ट बलून्स तो फुला दे यार.
एक काम कर, तू ये ट्राई कर. ये झटका याद रहेगा. The new 2M भूत चिप्स, ये झटका याद रहेगा.
He's my ट्रिप पर टिकट सबसे सस्ते होते हैं क्योंकि वो कोई कन्वीनियंस फी चार्ज नहीं करते और मेडिकल ग्राउंड्स पर फुल रिफंड भी देते हैं.
I request everyone to please be seated. It's not about ideas, it's about making ideas happen. Scott Belkey's quote underscores that success in entrepreneurship isn't just about having ideas, it's about the decisive action to turn those ideas into reality. It's a call to action, urging us to move beyond conceptualization and actively bringing our visions to life on the entrepreneurial journey. Good morning to one and all present here today. I, Bhakti Gujarati,
And I, Shreyash Kokati,
members of BHAU's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests and dignitaries, directors of the college, faculty members, all the alumni, sponsors, investors, students, and friends present here. Today marks a momentous occasion for us as we gather for the inauguration ceremony of the 6th edition of Pune Startup Fest 2024. This is a dynamic platform that converges innovative minds, investors, and industry leaders, fostering collaboration and empowering startups to thrive in the entrepreneurial landscape. It's a nexus of ideas, opportunities, and inspiration, propelling the spirit of innovation forward.
we are honored to have with us today some esteemed personalities who have contributed significantly to the world of entrepreneurship. We heartily welcome our chief guest, Mr. Vishal Chodia, Director of Suhana Group. We are equally delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Indranil Chitare, the founder, the managing partner of Chitare Group. A warm welcome to our title sponsor, Mr. Daidipya Goudnadikar, the director of Pune E-Stock Broking Limited. We also proudly welcome Professor Sunil Bhirut sir, the Vice Chancellor of CUAP Technological University. We would like to welcome all our guests to the dais. Please have a lot of applause.
Pune Startup Fest proudly presents our title sponsor, Pune E-Stock Broking Limited. Established in 2007, PESB is not just a corporate broking house, it's your financial partner on the fast track, minimizing the gap and savvy investors. PESB aims to build trust through transparency. They are available in 10 plus cities with 100k plus happy clients since more than 15 years. Uniqueness lies in the work as they provide their clients with significant market trades and research, which is a perfect combination of modern and traditional investment strategies. With around 200 plus associate members, they provide you professional guidance and support to invest your hard-earned money. They provide a wide range of investment like equities, IPO, mutual funds, bonds, etc. with a speedy and accurate execution for a never seen before trading experience. वैसे इतनी information के बाद just be ready. PESB is coming with something very big very soon.
In the spirit of auspicious beginnings, let's symbolize our journey with the lightnings of the sacred lamp, seeking the wisdom and blessings of Goddess Saraswati. I invite all dignitaries on the dais to join in this moment of reverence as we embark on the path of learning and growth.
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
To infuse the atmosphere with the spirit of our esteemed institution, I invite Ishita Humnabadkar to sing the COEP Geet.
अंतरात दाटते चित्रतेच देखणे शारदे तुझ्या कृपे चित्रतेच रेखणे अहंतेच स्पर्श दे विनयपूर्ण लाघवी मम यशात वाढते ती तुझीच थोरवी ती तुझीच थोरवी येथे परंपरेचा अभिमान व्यर्थ नाही सामर्थ्य सत्य चित्त कोणाच वंद्य नाही कोणाच वंद्य नाही आजचे अंकुर उद्याच्या आसमंती सूर्य होती प्राप्तनाची शिवधनुष्य राम इथले ध्वस्त करती ज्ञान येथे सर्जनाची कास धरिते निर्मिताना माणसाला माणसाचे बाण आहे चालताना बाण आहे चालताना विश्वस्त झेप आहे येथे कलंदरांची सृजनात धुंद होणे येथे अतर्क्य नाही येथे अतर्क्य नाही पंथ आहे नेहमीचा गुरुवंतांच्या बळाचा पालकांची थाप आहे विनय ही निश्राप आहे या अशा या सर्जनाच्या माणसाच्या गौरवाचा स्रोत हा निर्व्याज आहे दश दिशांना गाज आहे दश दिशांना गाज आहे उद्देश जिंकण्याचा येथे अजिंक्य आहे मधुकोश निर्मितीचा याहून रम्य नाही याहून रम्य नाही येथे परंपरेचा अभिमान व्यर्थ नाही सामर्थ्य सत्य चित्त कोणाच वंद्य नाही कोणाच वंद्य नाही
Thank you, Ishita, for capturing the essence of COEP in your melodious rendition. Entrepreneurs are pioneers in innovation, and our theme for Pune Startup Fest 2024 is a testament to this. Venturing the Innoverse encapsulates the exploration of new realms in the entrepreneurial universe. It signifies the collaborative efforts and creative endeavors required to bring about groundbreaking innovations. From founders to employees, this venture is about collective contributions to change lives. This edition of Pune Startup Fest has garnered 200 plus startups nationwide with the participation of 150 plus investors. We are thrilled to offer 600 plus internships across 10 different sectors. PSF 24 is dedicated to nurturing startups, helping them discover their passions and guiding them through the highs and lows of the entrepreneurial journey.
Now, I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Sunil Bhirut, Sir, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Mr. Vishal Chodia, Sir. I request Professor Sunil Bhirut, Sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Indranil Chitare, Sir. I also request Professor Sunil Bhirut, Sir, to felicitate our title sponsor, Mr. Ghodh Nadikar, Sir. On behalf of CUAP Technological University, I would also request Dr. M.P. Khond, Sir, to felicitate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sunil Bhirut, Sir. On behalf of Pune Startup Fest, I would request Dr. Vidya More ma'am to felicitate Dr. M.P. Khond, Sir. I also request ma'am to felicitate our Sir Dr. N.B. Dhoke, Sir. I request our Secretary, Mr. Gaurav Sonone, to felicitate our Faculty Advisor, Dr. Vidya More ma'am.
I would very proudly like to introduce the man behind this incredible team, Mr. Gaurav Sonevane, our secretary. We are extremely grateful of him as he has undoubtedly worked hard day and night to make Pune Startup Fest 2024 the best one. Now, I would like to call Gaurav Sonevane, the secretary of BHAU's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, to introduce Pune E-Stock Broking presents COEP's Pune Startup Fest, powered by FinIQ.
A very delightful morning to all the lovely audience present today. I, Gaurav Sonane, on behalf of my entire team, warmly welcome you all to the 6th edition of Pune Startup Fest presented by Pune E-Stock Broking Limited. We are honored to be joined Mr. Vishal Chodia sir, Director of Suhana Group, as our chief guest, and Mr. Indranil Chitri sir, Managing Partner at Chitri Group, as our guest of honor for the today's inauguration ceremony. We extend a warm welcome to you as you embark on your journey with the Pune Startup Fest. The theme for this edition is Venturing the Innoverse, the charting the unexplored horizons of innovation. It symbolizes the journey of the exploration of innovative ideas and solutions within a vast and uncharted universe of possibilities. The universe is a place where boundaries are blurred, ideas collide, and combine to the birth something entirely new and groundbreaking. PSF has received patronages from Startup India, Make in India, Kill India, and Agni. In PSF 24, our Launchpad Startup Expo will showcase ventures spanning into various domains like technical, social, agricultural, and many more. We have designed 6 real-time events to offer a dynamic and remarkable experience. These events are Bull Run, Budget, Bid Wars, Brand Can, Optibuy, and a very fresh addition is also Bridge Watch. Following the success of the Pitchers Rally in our last edition, this year we are dedicated to make this exclusive event everlasting highlight, showcasing innovation at its finest. We are here proud to introduce the Lightning Pitch, a never-seen-before segment that features 8 renowned investors and truly evaluated startups. We are pleased to deliver an unmatched learning experience through our series of masterclasses featuring notable names like Ans Mehra, Akash Sureka, Suhasini Kirloskar, and Akash Mujumdar. The keynote session will be addressed by distinguished names like Kapil Shelke, founder and CEO of Stock Motors, Ms. Neha Nagar, finance influencer, and CEO of Taxation Help, and expert session by Urs Goyal sir. With open arms, and I extend a heartfelt invitation for you to join us in the 2-day extraordinary experience. Your presence will undoubtedly add to the greatness of this event. A sincere thanks you to everyone for the dedicated coordinators and volunteers, to the integral core team and the ex-core team, and everyone who has contributed. Your efforts make this possible. I am genuinely grateful for this. We hope you enjoy this fest as much as we have dedicated ourselves as crafting it for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gaurav. Nurturing entrepreneurship and innovation at CUP Technological University, our pillar of support, Director of Board of Student Development, Dr. MP Khond sir, encourages us to think creatively. His guidance instills true leadership qualities. Let's welcome Dr. MP Khond sir to share his insights with the audience.
Good morning. It's given me an immense pleasure to welcome you all for the 6th edition of Pune Startup Fest, organized at COEP campus by COEP. Today, the 6th edition, which is dedicated for the entrepreneurship development, and for this we got very honorable personality who has already put their mark in this particular domain of entrepreneurship. I welcome our title sponsor, Mr. Daidipya Ghodnadikar sir, our chief guest, Mr. Vishal Chodia, and Indranil Chitri, who is the guest of honor for this particular function. You people are quite excited because first time on the public platform, you are welcoming, you are seeing our new VC. So I welcome Dr. Sunil Birur, the Vice Chancellor of COEP Tech University. We are fortunate that he is starting his, career at COEP by two very important events. Yesterday, he was present for the flag hosting ceremony, Republic Day, and today he is starting in this particular fest. All our innovations, entrepreneurship, research is shouldering by one of the most experienced person of the institute, my friend Dr. Dhoke sir. The faculty advisor for this particular fest, Dr. Vidya More, and I would like to extend this particular list to Mr. Abhishek More, Hanumanta Shinde, Prakash Shinde, Professor Raju, because they have taken a lot of efforts to organize this particular function. And it's my duty to welcome, to felicitate them by words. I appreciate their presence in this particular August gathering. Dear friends, you will find that COEP is always altering, modifying, and making changes as per the need of said time. We have a very rich history of 170 years. It's a legacy, and this has happened because of COEP has produced a lot of good academicians, researchers, motivated speaker, and even good entrepreneur. Why it is happened? The reason behind it is we are always changing our learning pattern, our education pattern as per the need. And nowadays we feel that it's not that way sufficient to provide the instructions only in the classroom. We have to go beyond that particular thing. And from that point of view, as per the need of the society, as per the need of users agency, as per the need of the time, we have made certain changes, and in that particular change, we have given a lot of exposure to the students to learn beyond the classroom. And for that, we are organizing 5 flagship events in COEP. And we are trying to address all the dimensions which are very much essential for not only their personal growth, but for getting the occupational competency and to create a very useful, a very ideal persons who will work in the society for the betterment. Our first phase was the technical phase, which was MindSpark, organized in the month of October, was dedicated only for the technical skill development and to showcase all kinds of technical stuff of the student. Then we have organized another event because it's not only possessing the knowledge is sufficient, but we feel that the person is fully developed if he'll get sufficient chance to showcase his idea through the art. The second festival, that is the impression, was dedicated to the all kinds of art, the performing art, to exhibit the knowledge, skills, ideas, and of course the expressions also. COEP is always addressing, possessing the knowledge is not important, but in order to implement, we require the physical fitness. And from that orientation, we organized the GIST in very recently, from 12th of January to 15th of January, where we have just put 52 different kinds of competitions, which is not only addressing the skills related with the physical fitness, their fitness, but we are also inculcated there the coordination, cooperation, teamwork, leadership, and of course, the problem solving. And this is what is the fourth phase, which is addressing on the entirely different dimensions. Because right now, it's very difficult to get the, job to everybody. Because we will find that the population is increased immensely. And merely making a student who is that way ready for getting only jobs or to provide further, provide the services is not sufficient. Now we want to develop such a students who will provide the employment to the other. And then entrepreneurship is only the option for that. And from that perspective, COEP is taken the lead, and in 2019, we are just developed a concept of startup phase. The reason behind it is we need to develop now a students who will use their own ideas, their passion, their skill sets, their technical stuffs to develop certain kind of business, becomes the entrepreneur. And they will provide the employment to the others. At the same time, they will satisfy their own problem of employment also. And after that, we got a very huge response. Now, the response in the form of, say, certain advantage, not only to the students, for the institute also. See, in a very first edition, we got a very overwhelming response, and nearly about 110 startups participated in that. Almost 2.5 crores rupees was that way that, investor has committed. And the most important thing is from the student perspective, nearly about 450 internship offers we got. And this particular journey was further flourished during 2021, 20, and even in the Corona period also. And this time we are also expecting the same kind of, say, response. Rather, we are moving ahead. See, the, say, investor who is just, say, listening the idea and investing on that particular spot is one of the most appealing feature in this particular, say, kind of startup fest. As Gaurav has already told you that this particular startup fest is comprises of so many dimensions. The dimensions which is required in order to develop a better entrepreneur. The dimensions related with how to put the ideas and how to convert it into the, say, business idea. Then for running the business, we required the finance. We required some teamwork. We required the knowledge of stock exchange. We required certain motivators. And from that point of view, you will find that we are organizing Bull Run, which is the virtual stock, bid wars, which is related with the auctions, then brand scene, that is related knowing and understanding the brand and trade's importance. Then, of course, from the financial perspective, that is budget. And then for the recent technology is going towards the IT and using the so many artificial intelligence and, say, kind of automations and so many tools. And from that point of view, we also address the recent opportunities through the event known as Optify, related with the videography. And then you will also find that there are certain fun events also, but that fun events is not merely the fun events, but that is also, say, taking care that they will, say, helpful for this particular, say, kind of activity. We are very much fortunate that we got a very good speaker, and I feel that everybody should take the advantage of their, say, speeches, their experience, because we had focused majorly on the entrepreneur who can share their views, their thought process, so that the next generation will get the benefits. So I'm very much, say, thankful to all my sponsorer who has assisted me for providing the financial assistance to organize this particular kind of function. This is a very big, say, kind of functions where without your assistance, where your guidance, without your advice, it cannot be possible. And I, on behalf of COEP and on behalf of all the student community, I express my deep sense of gratitude towards all this. I'm extremely thankful for our, say, chief guest and then the guest of honors and the title sponsor, because that is what is the, say, most motivating factor for us. Yes, the people of a very renowned group is associated with this function or with this particular event, and that is one of the, say, indicator for success of this particular event. I am very much thankful to all the, say, beginner or the entrepreneurs or those who are involved in the startup business, because they are consistently putting their efforts in making their group successful, their idea, their business successful. I have a lot of appreciation and applaud all their efforts on this particular platform. Lastly, I feel that this particular kind of festival is not only, say, giving you an opportunity to learn, but of course it will be helpful for you to gain certain new ideas, certain knowledge, so that we can further strengthen our mindset to stay in this particular, say, business, to strengthen your startup business, to convert it into the actual industries and further, say, progress. For the students' point of view, you can just see how the people are working, what exactly they are doing, so that their learning experience will also start increasing, and near future in the projects or in the internship, they will also get the advantage of what they are learning in this particular campus. So lastly, once again, I am expecting a lot of fun, lot of enjoyment, lot of learning and education through this particular startup fest. And once again, I am thankful to all of you, and of course my sponsorer and those who are assisted for this particular program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. Fostering the spirit of entrepreneurial exploration at COEP Technological University, our steadfast support, Dr. N.B. Dhoke, Director of Board of Research, Innovation, Incubation and Linkages, has always motivated us to expand our horizons. I proudly welcome Dr. N.B. Dhoke to share his views with the audience.
Respected as Professor Sunil Birud, Vice Chancellor of COP Technological University, Mr. Chordia, Chief Guest, Mr. Chittare, Guest of Honor, and other dignitaries sitting on the dais, students, budding engineers, entrepreneurs, invited guests, and ladies and gentlemen. In fact, this is one of the vision of COEP. If you look at our vision statement, it talks about world-class educations and inculcating the culture of research innovations and entrepreneurship attitude. I am very satisfied that this vision was made 15 years back, and this one of the part of the vision is coming true here in the form of entrepreneurship. So I must thank the ESAIL, the advisors, Dr. Khond, for taking into to this shape. In fact, very rightly, if you look at the foundation which has been already laid down in national education policy, and if you look at the overall the academics and coupled with the research and innovations, you will find a mention of research word is coming 71 times. Innovation words coming 21 times, and multidisciplinary word come 21 times. So it talks more on all these aspects. It has been well practiced, and we are the first to implement this NEP in engineering this current academic year. And it goes very well with our vision, with our education policy that we started implementing. So I must congratulate the team, Student Cell, for organizing this wonderful event. I believe there are more than 100 startup stalls from diverse sectors, health sectors, educations, agricultures, and IT enabled services. So I believe it will grow with time, and perhaps we may look at few more, the aspects of this. We may focus in future on deep technology. In fact, we have traditionally we have incubation cell in our campus to support your, the vision and your dream. So that is already in our campus. You may take the advantage of this. And I'm sure while you are thinking on such entrepreneurship activities, some of the goals, which, current industries looking at, the circular economy should be the part of your activity. The greener technology is another, aspect that usually looked at, and standard sustainable development goal. There are 17 goals. You may meet some of the goals. So I'm sure if you comply to these, the today's, the expected demand, I'm sure your entrepreneurship, the activity, your startup may reach to a level of commercialization. And to support your activity, Government of Maharashtra sanctioned this COEP Research and Innovation Park in the central part of the MIDC on, on 28 acres of land. The construction work is going on, and it will be functional by June or so. There are 8 centers of excellence. The names are like, industrial product and design, which are very currently being, looked at. Vehicle integrated system, robotics and artificial intelligence, data mining and machine learning, application of IoT, smart materials and design of sensors, nano micro machining, energy and environmental science. So these 8 centers of excellence encompasses the current and future needs of the country and global requirement. And on all these centers have been, their philosophy and thoughts have been configured into the global requirement, the policies, and the Indian policies that time to time government releases. So all those things are, taken into considerations. Here we are looking in this particular center a sustainable model, and there we are truly working with the industries as a joint research project. The industry can participate, industry manpower would be working like, research staff, campus in the research innovation park. And besides that, we'll be also nurturing the startups, because that's a very important long-term solutions for the sustainable campus of COAP. And I'm sure with your kind of enthusiasms, that you are putting up in these startup sales, I'm sure some of them, definitely turned up. And to support this activity in anticipation, we have also released the startup policy. You may, when you go to the website of COAP, you will find that research and innovations handbook is available, and startup policies already we made it. So our student can register, faculty can start a startup, the external participant can be a part of our startup, the sale. So all those flexibility we provided, and our system has really, made, flexible enough to begin the journey in the startups along with our research and innovation park that is coming up. So I'm sure, and I expect that you could be a part of this journey. And next, the interactions, I'm sure you will have a lot of insights from our reputed, the successful entrepreneurs sitting on the dais. They will be definitely guiding, and their ideas and insight will definitely useful to take this path of entrepreneurships to the level of maturity. And with this, I wish grand success for this, and I hope your interaction will be fruitful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are pleased to have with us our newly appointed Vice Chancellor, Professor Sunil Birud, sir. He is bringing with us a fresh perspective and a wealth of experience to guide us into a new era of entrepreneurial journey. I am delighted to call upon our respected Vice Chancellor.
Good morning and warm welcome for the inaugural function of this festival, Startup Festival 2024, which is being held at College of Engineering Pune Technological University in collaboration with BAU's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell of COAP Technological University. The dignitaries on the dais, the chief guest, Mr. Vishal Chordia, Director, Swana Group. Guest of honor, Mr. Indranil Chitle, Managing Partner of Chitle Bandhu. Then Mr. Gordon, Mr. Dedipya. Mr. Dedipya, who is the Director of E-Stock Broking Limited. Professor Kohn, Professor Doke, Professor More, and faculty advisor for this e-sale and this entire startup activity. The directors of various institutions, principals, head of the department, professors, students, staff, the entrepreneurs, investors, and other dignitaries available present in this August gathering. It is my pleasure to have all these dignitaries on the dais here for this program. COEP, as it is told, that started 170 years back with a legacy and has proved its footprint in education, academics, and now leading towards innovation and entrepreneurship activities, and started the BHAU Innovation and Entrepreneurship institutions, Section 8 company 10 years back, when very few institutions like IIT Bombay and IIT Madras, they were talking about innovation, entrepreneurship and startup activities. So COEP Technological University is now marching towards, or will be a torch bearer for the entrepreneurs, specifically students and the budding engineers, to showcase their skills, showcase their their enthusiasms in creating the entrepreneurship ecosystem for the Indian in the Indian scenario. This BHAU institution, as I said, started 10 years back, has graduated around 68 startups, and more are in line of. The COEP Technological University has been granted a space. I mean, the construction is already started at the COEP campus at located at Pimpri-Chinchwad municipal area, in the Pimpri-Chinchwad municipal area, where the construction is already going on, and major innovation and entrepreneurship activities are going to be started very soon in that campus. This year, this festival is also witnessing 100 plus, I believe 200 startups, and a number of investors coming, participating in the festival. And then you'll be, you'll have a a good number of opportunities to interact with the various startup entrepreneurs, the investors, and in the sponsors for taking up your ideas. I'll not take too much of time, but in fact I'll share two more. One experience. Many of you must have heard about M indicator and use M indicator. He was my student, and then he used to work late night and always used to forget the train timings. I mean, he used to miss the trains every day and had a lot of problem. Commuting from Matunga to somewhere Panvel, he used to stay. And then he thought, how he can give up the schedule of his work and the train timing. So he developed small program, for himself, which used to give him indication that next train is at, say, 11 p.m., 11:15, 11:30, and so on, and he used to wind up his work. And that's how he started this M indicator. And that M indicator is widely used application, at least in Mumbai. I'm not aware of Pune, but the commutators, those who commute by local train and buses in Mumbai, they use this M indicator extensively to get the information about the trains and buses. And a lot of business is coming out of that. So what I mean is, that many a times people say that you should work hard and should be sincere and to be successful. But we must remember that we cannot achieve a success by living into a self bubble or a bubble of self-interest. And we need to not only work hard and dream big, but we also strive to use our research capability to innovatively address the real problems of the society and the nation. And if you can do that, I'm sure you'll be a successful, you'll be an entrepreneur, not only an entrepreneur, but a successful entrepreneur. So with this, once again, I welcome everyone here for this startup fest, and thank all the participants, the guests, for sparing their valuable time. And I'm sure that we all are eager to listen to all of them. Thank you again for patience.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening words. We are honored to have with us a distinguished personality whose unwavering support and commitment to fostering growth have been instrumental in making the event possible. Our title sponsor, Pune E-Stock Broking Company, led by Visionary Director Mr. Daidipya Ghodnadikar, is not merely a partner but an integral force behind the execution of Pune Startup Fest 2024. We will now play a video about our title sponsor.
Pune Startup Fest proudly presents our title sponsor, Pune E-Stock Broking Limited, established in 2000. Pune Startup Fest proudly presents our title sponsor, Pune E-Stock Broking Limited, established in 2007. PESB is not just a corporate broking house; it's your financial partner on the fast track, minimizing the gap between companies and savvy investors. PESB aims to build trust through transparency. They are available in 10 plus cities with 100k plus happy clients since more than 15 years. Uniqueness lies in the work, as they provide their clients with significant market trades and research, which is a perfect combination of modern and traditional investment strategies. With around 200 plus associate members, they provide you professional guidance and support to entrust your hard-earned money. They provide a wide range of investment like equities, IPO, mutual funds, bonds, etc. with a speedy and accurate execution for a never seen before trading experience. वैसे इतनी information के बाद just be ready. PESB is coming with something very big very soon.
Of Pune Stock Broking Limited, a dynamic force in the financial realm, providing innovative solutions for discerning investors. Our motto is, we build trust through transparency. It is with immense pride that Pune Stock Broking aligns itself with the spirit of innovation and progress. Today we are delighted to announce our sponsorship of Pune Startup Fest, an inspiring initiative spearheaded by the prestigious COP Technology University. At Pune Stock Broking, we understand the transformative power of ideas and courage it takes to turn them into reality. That's why we are wholeheartedly supporting COP's Pune Startup Fest, an event that symbolizes the convergence of vision and actions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your support. We are extremely privileged to have Mr. Indranil Chitale present among us. He is the Managing Director, Partner of Chitale Group. Let us hear from our guest of honor, Mr. Indranil Chitale, who has been a beacon of entrepreneurship in our community.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries, professors, and all my fellow entrepreneurs and students. I think that way entrepreneurs and students go hand in hand simply because with entrepreneurship, being a student never stops. And that's why being in colleges is where I think the crux of entrepreneurship lies. And that way it is amazing that a festival is being organized in Pune, which is honoring entrepreneurship and startups. So my congratulations to the organizing team, and I am really looking forward to seeing all the 200 startups that have been participating here and learning more about them. So when it comes to building businesses, I think India lies at a cusp of a new beginning. I think just about a decade ago, we were around $1.5 trillion economy, to where the $5 trillion economy target lies well in the visibility or the horizon for us. And that way, what I believe or what I want to see is that how do we as startups and as companies actually look at envisioning the India which is at a $10 trillion economy. And that way, the fueling of this $10 trillion economy is where the startups are going to play an important role. And I think the biggest problem that we as startups need to solve is not simply about creating immense value and immense turnovers and also generating employment, but also towards creating a more sustainable and inclusive India. Because one big problem that I see at a $10 trillion economy is that our per capita income is still going to be about $6,000. That is way below what we consider to be average or a good developed country per capita income. And that way, how do we build inclusive growth is something that I wish all of you startup owners, all of you founders, and all the people who are trying to facilitate this ecosystem should be pondering upon. I think that way, coming in from the food industry and something that was a traditional food industry, we eventually had to learn a lot from startups because that way, going in from Ek Te Char Bandar to the point where we are servicing more than 30 countries, we had to build in a culture which was very different than what we were doing so far. Thank you. Thank you. So to foster that kind of spirit of innovation, sometime what I've come to realize is that it is not the excess that actually fosters innovation, but it is actually the shortage that fosters innovation. And that's why actually how do we realize our shortages and actually build upon it as a strength is something that we should again, is a point to be taught upon. So while coming in from building this kind of a transformative journey at Chitrai Bandhu, what I've come to realize were a couple of things that matter to me, and that is something that I am going to share with you. First is that how do we build world-class companies is something that we must think on. We can build products, or we can build services, or we can build ideas which turn into businesses that can have customer which is local or national, or essentially in today's times anybody with a phone is a customer. So amidst this kind of change, that way appealing as a brand to a consumer that you might or might not be able to see full time is something that is very important. And that is where systems and overall the setup matters, and that way being world class and beating the world benchmarks is something that becomes an important task. How do we build that as part of our DNA as an organization is something that we need to keep pondering upon, and that we keep reinstilling in our company as we push the orbits of our growth. So when it comes to pushing the orbits, that way we are growing as entrepreneurs in multiple directions, and that way as an entrepreneur, it's just going in one direction is not something that we have the luxury of going into, but it is about a holistic growth which is 360 degrees. So when it comes to setting a holistic 360-degree growth pattern inside your organization, what becomes a very important factor is about setting the vision for the organization. So there is a Japanese proverb that I'm very much fond of. It says that a vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. So there is a lot that is said in these two lines. And that way, as startup owners, I wish to again question you all on setting this vision for your startup. What exactly is it that you try and wish to achieve with your startup, and how and what is the problem that you're trying to solve, and how is this solving of a problem repetitive where actually you can start making profits is something that you need to ingrain into the part of your organizational DNA. And when it comes to ingraining anything as part of your organizational DNA and achieving the vision, there are three things that I believe matter very much. One is being inspirational, because firstly, unless and until the vision is set, and this vision is something that is communicated by the startup founders, co-founders, and a team that is actually building the story for the startup, it becomes very difficult for the customer to take you seriously. And that is why being an inspiration in your actions, being an inspiration in your leadership, being an inspiration in the way you go about hiring people, and being an inspiration in a way where you are actually innovating what has been a traditional mindset, is something that matters. If this is something that you're able to do, you are able to attract not just the right customers, but also the right teams. And that way, one important thing that I wish to highlight to all startup owners is that, growing companies and maturing from being startups into mature companies is about building great teams and letting teams function. And that way, having that mindset where although you're the owner, you're also the coach, where you're empowering people around you. So how do you do that is where the vision and the inspiration matters. And all of this visioning and inspiration is actually of no use if you do not have the second I, which is integrity. I think integrity is something that is part of leadership, no matter whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a teacher, you're a public servant, or you're somebody who's just being a moral good citizen. But integrity plays a very important role, because that means that you're doing things which are always integral and time bound and definite in terms of expectation. And I think we've been hearing a lot about the startup and the funding winter that we've been witnessing for the last year. I think the startups that have displayed enormous amount of integrity and a good amount of resolute focus towards delivering what they set as measurable goals are somebody who have not faced a shortage of funds. So that way, just building vision and just creating that inspiration is not of use if you're not doing that as an integral part of your organization. And that is why building that integrity becomes an important part. And that brings me to the third I, and the fourth part, which I'm going to ponder upon, is about inclusivity. So I mentioned about in the start, where I think the big challenge that we as a country face is the disparity that is growing because of the way companies and the economy is maturing. And that way, the bottom of the pyramid is where companies or any business is supposed to make an impact. So please bear in mind always that when it comes to growth and when it comes to building great value and great valuation and taking money off the table, it is also important that we take care of the people who are part of our society and who are often our customers in terms of building a better future for them. So they might be your employees, they might be your distributors, they might be your suppliers, or they might be just include a system where they are well-wishers or somebody who exists. But how do we as startups actually create models where this inclusive growth is part of our agenda is very important, because for a country with a 1.5 billion population, it is very important that we increase the bottom of the pyramid and actually push that forward, because that is what the idea of wealth generation needs to be. So with this, I think the reason that startups are called startups is because it is the most difficult thing to start. Once things start is where the inertia of moving from being stationary is overcome. But I think once we are into motion, it is very easy to get carried away and move in different directions which are not to plan. That's why I think build a plan is very important, and then building that plan is where the visioning plays an important role, and achieving that vision is where the integrity, the overall inspiration and inclusivity plays an important role. So with this, I think this is the thought that I would like to leave all of you with in your mind. I'm sure you all will be great successes, and that way I'm hoping that the 200 startups that are displayed here, we have a great number of unicorns that come out of it. And that way I'm hoping that it's not just the startups and the valuations that Pune is able to foster, but I hope that Pune becomes a place where it becomes the patent capital of the country, because building that intellectual property and patents is going to be a great tool towards enabling the future and also making a sustainable and inclusive future for the next generation that lies ahead of us. So with this, I wish all the best to the organizers, and I look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insightful thoughts. One day Pune will be the patent capital for sure. So today we have with us our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Vishal Chodia, sir, the director of Suhana Group. Without further ado, I would like to invite sir to address this enthusiastic crowd to share his invaluable experiences and thoughts.
esteemed dais, friends, and lovely audience. First of all, I am privileged to be part of this masaledar and tasty dais, which is combined with Chitle and Suhana, and which is topped with so much of intellectual stimulation that definitely we will go back with million ideas, and we will definitely make sure that how can we convert those ideas into the execution. As an entrepreneur, my journey has always been the survival of the fittest. And I think that is how we as an entrepreneur live our life. Because every day is about being fitter than yesterday and surviving in this competitive and difficult world. I say this world is difficult in terms of entrepreneurship and business because everything is changing dynamically. We as human beings always have a progressive, linear way. I mean, there is a linear progression as far as we as human, but as far as technology is concerned, or as far as the business environment is concerned, the progression has been very exponential. I think there has been a gap in how we look at things, how we as an individual progressing, and how the environment of business is changing and progressing. I guess the only reason why we could do what we could is because of the purpose of my existence. I think I always had a clarity about what is the purpose of my existence as an entrepreneur. And is there any way I can align my purpose of existence with the purpose of business I do? And if there is a great alignment about how you look at your life and how you can translate your life through your business, many things becomes far more easier because then the actions are very effortless. Actions are very spirited. They come from within. And in this journey of business, I've realized that it's not about money. It's not about profits. It's about making a difference in people, making a difference in yourself through your own actions, having that individual progress which gives you great satisfaction, and the progress which you achieve out of your actions also translates the difference in people's life. So if we really have to look at the current business environment, personally I feel definitely, like Indranil also said, that India is one of the youngest country in the world. With the current geopolitical situations, I think India is one of the most stable, politically governed country. And we as a country will keep attracting money from the less stable, developed countries of the world. So I am very sure that we as a country and we as an entrepreneurs are going to get attracted and going to get supported by a lot of money which will be not only generated within our own country but also coming from rest of the world. But what is more important, I feel, is how are we going to use that money? Is that idea is only about making some valuations, creating a business plan which is based on unrealistic expectations and trying to start a business to exit from it? Or do we really have a purpose behind what we want to start? Can we define a deeper purpose for people around us, for the country as a whole? Because I think the future is for our country. We as a company, we as a brand believe that we would like to create Indian food as the most preferred food in the world. And we would like to make our country proud through our products and services, which we will keep supplying to the world. And very honestly, the Indian food has been designed with a lot of wisdom. There is well-balanced nutrient which
which is far more healthier in many ways than the food which is consumed in the rest of the world. So there is well-defined purpose how we look at business. I think if you can go a little more deeper, if you even do a little more introspection about why you want to start a business, rather than just jumping into this whole wave of startups with the excitement of making some quick money, I think, the short-term profits are not necessarily a great long-term investments. I think if you have a long-term vision for your own self as a human, and if you also aligned your personal purpose with business and finally with the nation, I am sure you will have far deeper and far serious approach and mindset towards the business you are doing. And as far as business is concerned, I think as far as startup is concerned, it is all about growth. So I will only say this one thing and this one food of thought, that if you are going to look at your own business, I'm sure you must have done all the research. You must have kind of aligned your resources to take that step forward into this whole world of entrepreneurship. But the only one thing which I would like to share out of my experience is, if there is a deeper purpose behind what you're doing every day, I think that will keep going. I mean, that will keep support you to take that next step with lot of courage, with lot of enthusiasm, with lot of pride for yourself, for your family, for your society, and for the country. And I think the country definitely needs more and more entrepreneurs. We have great skill sets. We have great environment which is emerging for the businesses and the industry. And I'm so happy to see that the institutions are taking this active role in facilitating industry and students and kind of building this environment of interaction. Because we have been learning a lot from students. We have been learning a lot from the new entrepreneurial mindset, because that's the market which we will be catering to in the coming years. I think there's huge potential in every sector, and I'm very sure that collectively, with this whole thought of inclusiveness, and collectively, we as a human being will definitely add value to this country. Thank you very much for inviting me here again, and I wish you all the best, and I hope to see some of the brilliant ideas down in the booth. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. On behalf of everyone at Pune Startup Fest, I would like to express our sincere gratitude towards our title sponsor, Pune E-Stock Broking Limited, power sponsor, FinIQ, executive sponsor, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Ease My Trip as our travel partner, Navami as our wellness partner, Palmanas as our gifting partner, 2Yum as our exclusive snack partner, Aquarize as our hydration partner, Wet and Joy as our entertainment partner, and all those who have contributed towards the betterment of the fest. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our Platinum Alumni sponsor, Mr. Vinayak Pai and Mr. Sanjeev Madhavi, our Gold sponsors, Nikem Solutions and Mr. Sunil Udupa. A special thanks to Milan sir for his unwavering support. Thank you so much for all that you have done for us in the past, everything you still do and will continue to do. We at Pune Startup Fest just want you to know how thankful we are and look forward to a prosperous future.
Our faculty advisor, Dr. Vidya More ma'am and Dr. Abhishek More sir, have been a constant support to us throughout our journey, and we will always be indebted to you all. To express our gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of Pune Startup Fest 24, I invite our faculty advisor, Dr. Vidya More ma'am, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Okay. Dignitary on the dais. This is on. And of the dais. My friends, the investors, the participants here, the people who are associated with the stalls, they have been here for this. You want to showcase something, so we have called all of you, my friends and my colleagues present here. I thank you all for coming here for this ceremony, and I wish a great success for this. And we need your support throughout the next activities are also planned, because this is a part of e-sale, isn't it? This is the PSF is the peak event for that sale, and these activities goes throughout the year. So we all are not only gathering for this event, but many activities are planned in next month and beyond it also. With the support of Bhau Institute also, we are, Girish and Mandar also are with us. Currently they are not present here, but they also support us in many dimensions. So I thank you all for coming here, and yeah, anything else? Yes. Yeah, I will hand over to Shruti.
Thank you, ma'am. This Pune Startup Fest won't be happen without your support. Now, on behalf of Pune Startup Fest, we are glad to honor our chief guest and our guest of honor with a token of appreciation. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to honor the chief guest as well as the guest of honor with a token of appreciation. Also, I request Dr. Vidya More ma'am to felicitate a vote of appreciation to our title sponsor, PESB, Mr. Godnandikar sir.
With this, we conclude our inauguration ceremony. I request everyone to stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Our Startup Expo is live in the South Campus of COEP Technological University. I invite you all to visit the startups and explore the exciting aspects of startup exhibitions along with the keynotes and masterclass. Thank you.